Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions.
Set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Hey, 96 is coming. You know, Mike, 96. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now the Iowa State product. It's Kene Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Knight. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Watson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like,
puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Knight. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Drops this off with Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Knight. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Off play action. Knight. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Levi Onwuzurike able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Rosa's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Knight sliding out of the pocket. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Knight. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, Savage. 55.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's got it. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Lions 7. Austin Seibert set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off play action. Knight flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. Interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Vikings 24, Lions 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Knight. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Knight. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D.J. Waddle in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Watson's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he works free. Shoves him aside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Knight. Open here, Adam Thielen. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Off play action. Knight. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Knight. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Lions 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Knight. He's got Smith here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they'll try to get the spike off, but they won't do it in time. And that will end this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McCain. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive starts with a completion left side. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Knight escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Knight eluding the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Just like that. Just like that.
To throw on 2nd down, Knight. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Goes right back to Smith again. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. He'll get this to Nwangu. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, McCain, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCain, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like